Adler's Individual Psychology by Aaron Carty, University of the Incarnate Word. Alfred Adler was born in Rudolfsheim, Austria, not far from Vienna. Adler grew up in somewhat of a poor family, including his mother, father, and 6 siblings. Adler had experienced health issues as a young boy, as well as the unfortunate, unexpected death of his younger brother Rudolf. The circumstances Adler endured only helped to engage him in his pursuit into the medical field, and later on his pursuit into understanding human nature. In 1907, Adler met a fellow associate to psychology, Sigmund Freud. The two shared common interests in the medical and psychological fields. However, they did not share common ideas. Freud had a very similar upbringing as Adler, and with very similar childhood experiences. These experiences divided both men in theory. This is where Adler created his theory, which is known today as Adler's Individual Psychology. Adler's theory was based on the belief that people are born weak and inferior, which ignites an individual's feelings of inferiority and their personal journey into the criteria of his individual psychology. Creative power. Adler theorized creative power is reached by the age 4 or 5. He believed it is an individual's ability to shape their behavior and personality, and was matured by that age. Once creative power has been developed, a person will then begin to seek their final goal. The final goal is to realize a fictional goal towards superiority or success, which gives the individual the ability to strive for something and to have control for their own lives. Inferiority complex. Although striving for success or superiority can be a very positive attribute within our personalities, because of course it makes for a healthy individual and a healthy society, there is a downfall to this and a different side to this concept. The inferiority complex involves an individual that will strive for superiority, but selfishly. Their feelings of inferiority are enhanced, causing these individuals to become devious in various ways. They are psychologically unhealthy. On the positive side of this theory, there are psychologically healthy individuals who do want success, and not selfishly. They will strive for better, not only for themselves, but for the community around them, meaning that a person does not strive for personal gain, but for feeling complete within the community and strives for the best for everyone. Fictionalism. Fictionalism is defined as an expectation a person creates early in life regarding the future. This expectation guides a person in their lifestyle and behavior because they see this goal or expectation to be true, even if the goal isn't clearly understood or even really exists. Unity and self-consistency. Each individual is unique. Even with a person's worst actions, such as manipulation, erratic, or unpredictable behavior, Adler still believed these behaviors still had a purpose. These types of behaviors can be subconscious to the individual, but still undoubtedly has a motive, possibly to gain a goal such as superiority over others. Organ dialect. A person can use organ dialect in different ways or scenarios. An example of organ dialect is a person's physical deformity. A person's physical deformity can speak volumes without actually speaking a word. Let me explain. Their deformity demonstrates to us the person's capabilities or their lack of capability. Someone could also use organ dialect to control or manipulate a situation, such as using bodily functions to act out in bad behavior. Social interest. Adler saw social interest as something that ties an individual's psychological maturity and worth together. Psychologically healthy individuals are connected socially, wanting positive progression and completeness for everyone. Story of life. Mentally healthy individuals will strive to connect with their community and loved ones. Mentally healthy individuals also accept challenge and work at them, whereas mentally unhealthy individuals reject such interaction and cower at life's challenges. Maladjustment. Maladjusted people have a corrupt view on their reality regarding their goals and social interests. These individuals create, most of the time, unrealistic goals for themselves and also have low interest in social affairs. In this circumstance, there are many different tendencies that are linked with this behavior. Examples are excuses, aggression, and withdrawal. Excuses. This commonly starts with a yes answer to a question or favor being asked of that particular person. It is followed up with a but or if only, creating their excuse. This is found in individuals who have a false sense of self-worth and are manipulating others to believe that they're at a higher standard than they really are. Aggression. These individuals will use different tactics in order to protect their false superiority. They will belittle others, accuse others for their shortcomings, or use feeling sorry for themselves as tactics to manipulate others. Withdrawal. This type of behavior involves actions a person will take to escape certain issues, such as an individual regressing to an earlier, more pleasant state in life as to comfort their own inability to handle life's difficulties. Another example is when a person does neither, does not progress or regress. They see staying stagnant in life as a safe place for themselves. Hesitation is also a type of withdrawal. They will procrastinate a situation until they can tell themselves the item can no longer be dealt with because too much time has passed. Lastly, creating obstacles for themselves. This type of behavior involves a person to make it seem as if they're trying to overcome an obstacle that they themselves have created. Masculine protest. Adler believed men and women have an overall equal psyche. It is the development within history that has created the idea of men being more dominant within society. In turn, it created the notion for both women and men to be more manly within society. Early memories. Adler believed that early memories in childhood, whether valid or not, can help account for a person's type of lifestyle and their final goal. Birth order. Adler's theory of birth order shows great relevance to the type of personality a person might typically have, depending where each child falls within their own birth order. Though his theory of birth order has led to many discussions and research, the theory of birth order has never fully been confirmed. Psychotherapy. A person will not let go of the false views of themselves easily, even when they are seeking professional help. To change any issues, it is important to change the unhealthy psyche lingering within that individual. It is possible to do so by offering positive influence through human interaction, positive reinforcement of the good, and becoming more involved with social interests. Conclusion. Although Alfred Adler's theory of individual psychology was of his own ideas, research, and interest, he was not as well known as other psychologists, such as Freud or Jung. Adler's individual psychology has had a very large impact on the evolution of psychology. Many of his concepts were adopted by influence, such as Maslow, Frankl, May, Rogers, and Ellis. Adler also wasn't one for writing much, which also had an effect in his earlier unfound fame, compared to Freud and Jung. Adler's theories are relevant to the conception to the evolution of psychology, and has been used in many discussions, research, and studies to date. My personal conclusion. Adler's theories are an example of a profound mind and has helped in paving the way to how we understand human nature and psyche today. At one point, Adler was part of Freud's Wednesday night group, sharing the same theories and concepts with one another. When Adler started to see his own ideas and theories form, he went against the grain and followed his own path. It seems many others agreed with Adler's theories as well. Considering the amount of researchers and psychologists that have taken interest in his theories regarding individual psychology, I personally agree with Adler's theories, and I feel it has described, broken down, and has shown the process and evolution of the way a person's psyche works and why within his theories of individual psychology.